Hi, Lori the Insurance Warrior here. I used to think that appeals were like chess, but I'm beginning to think that they're a lot more like a game of poker. People often say, that will never happen to me. I have good insurance. They paid for my knee replacement. They never give me any trouble. And I say, all insurance is very good. Until you need something they don't want to pay for. Do you really want your insurer deciding who does your brain surgery? Every appeal is a strategy game. I often use the example of chess. However, I'm beginning to believe that a much better analogy is poker, where bluffing is the key to the game. The insurer doesn't care if you need a treatment. They don't care if your doctor says you need a treatment. The only question that any insurer cares about when deciding whether to pay is, are we required to pay for this per the terms of your contract? Every insurance appeal is a contractual dispute. This is why your doctor can't win your appeal. The lawyer can't win your appeal. You are the one who holds the contract with your insurer. Therefore, you, the patient, are the only one who has any power over the insurance company. However, you're also just one tiny person coming up against a ginormous bureaucracy that doesn't intend to pay for your treatment. So in order to wield your mighty power, you're going to have to pull off a magnificent bluff. In poker, a bluff is a bet made with a weak set of cards. The goal of the bluff is to get the appointment with the stronger hand to fold. That is exactly what I do, both in the written appeal and in my telephone techniques. In poker, the size of the bluff determines its profitability to the player. With insurance appeals, hundreds of thousands of dollars and someone's life is at stake. We're playing for the biggest pot of all. Poker has the perfect term for what I do. The term for an outrageous, winner-take-all bluff with the weakest of hands is called a stone-cold bluff. That's what I do. In order to pull off a bluff in poker, you have to have a poker face. In other words, you have to exude ease, control, confidence, especially when you have the crappiest hand. This is exactly what I do. I write the appeal as you, making you sound like the world's coolest, most relaxed, most confident player. My appeals are full of bluffs, both large and small. I'll give you one example. In 2008, I took on the case of Jane in New York. I asked, "When is your surgery date?" She replied, "Day after tomorrow." As I wrote late into the night, I thought, their decision time for expedited appeals is 72 hours. That won't work. How am I going to make them decide in time for the surgery? In the cover letter, I said, "I'm sure that Aetna will adhere to their 24-hour decision policy for emergency situations." Guess what? They don't have a 24-hour decision policy. The next morning, an executive at the insurance company told Jane that they would decide within 24 hours. It was a stone-cold bluff, and it worked. It worked so well, in fact, that I include that sentence in most of my appeals. Why should we have to wait for 3 days when I can make them decide in 24 hours? Go forth. Put on your poker face. Launch your stone-cold bluff and win the biggest pot of all. Thank you for watching my video and subscribing to my channel. See you next week.